Question 21 is an unconditional must be true question, meaning that the right answer is something that always has to be true. Remember that most of the answer choices have hinged on identifying whether M was going to be the one going all three times or P was going to be the one going all three times. So I want you to pause the recording for a second and think about, what would be your expectation for an answer choice on an unconditional must be true? Maybe even skim through the answer choices and see if one of them stands out as a likely target. Great. Now that you've had a chance to kind of skim through the answer choices and get some instincts about where you think this question might be going, if you went to answer choice E, that's fantastic. Answer choice E is the only one that involves M or P, and we can quickly check to see whether it must be true that M serves on a subcommittee with P. In this frame, M is definitely going to be serving on a committee with P because P is going to have to go somewhere, and wherever P goes, M will be there. In this frame, M will also have to serve on a subcommittee with P because no matter where M goes, P will also be there. So answer choice E is going to have to be true in either frame. It'd be really easy to get bogged down checking each of these answer choices on the way to E, and that's why it's important that you develop instincts in terms of what you think the right answer might involve. And on a question like this, maybe skim for the ones that you think are the best contenders. Use your intuition to identify answer choices that you think might be the ones that have to be true, and then verify those first. If you didn't have any instincts about which way to go, we could, of course, work through the answer choices one by one. Does A have to be true? Does G have to serve on at least two subcommittees? Well, we've seen other questions where I was serving on two subcommittees, and then I would be the player going twice, and then G would be one of the players going once. So A does not have to be true. That same previous question where I was going more than once also eliminates answer choice B. I serves on only one subcommittee. Well, I could serve on two. So let's get rid of B. C and D are a little harder to get rid of. They might take some work, but we could do so. Does it have to be true that F serves on a subcommittee with H? Let's see if we can find a hypothetical where that's not the case. If we were to separate F and H, that still leaves us with three committee members to place. We still have to place the P, the G, and the I. Well, we could place G and I right here, and that would leave two spots left. We could place P twice, and now we have a hypothetical that shows that F does not have to serve on a subcommittee with H. To eliminate D, we might just use the hypothetical we used to eliminate C, but now we'll just have to swap some players around. So G and I, if you imagine G and I switching with F and H, and then F and H switching over here to subcommittee 3, we can swap the players around and come up with a hypothetical fairly easy that shows that G does not have to serve on a subcommittee with I. So we've brought F and H over here to subcommittee 3, took G and I and spread them across subcommittees 1 and 2, and with a minimal effort, we've established that D does not have to be true and so can be eliminated. Clearly, eliminating the wrong answer choices can take a lot of work. That's why it's important, if you can, to develop your instincts about, if you see a mechanism driving the game for most of the questions like this, where M was going to go on all three subcommittees or P was, and then that influencing the answer choices very heavily, you might be drawn to answer choices that involve M or P just to begin with.